Good afternoon / good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 4th episode of Tough Talk. If you ain't already done chimed in, I done had 3 episodes, and there was some pretty interesting topics. You know, you should go check them out. Once again, it's Tough Talk on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, feedback. I'm looking forward to all that. I'm being completely transparent in this journey of my life I'm taking, letting y'all in, talking to y'all. In today's episode, it's gonna be about speaking up for yourself. I know y'all probably thinking, oh shit, he a man. Of course he say what he wanna say. Of course he do what he wanna do, but that's not entirely true. Some people hold back things they wanna say or wanna do according to the situation. You know, whether it be your mom, your dad, your children's mother, your brother, your best friend. It's still important to say what you gotta say, get it off your mind, because in the future it could cause more conflict. And I won't really taught this growing up, but I know better now than ever that you got to defend yourself. You got to speak up for yourself. You got to put you above all the titles, above all the longevity, all the time spent, all the situations. As y'all can see, I'm outside getting my health back together, taking me a little stroll. I ain't quite ready to run yet. My body ain't strong enough, but back to the segment. Yeah, you got to speak up for yourself, man. I've been in plenty of situations myself where I didn't speak on things like I should have, and later on down the line it caused a catastrophe. And that's not nobody else's fault, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are entitled to our opinion. We all are entitled to being able to say what's on our mind, and nobody should make you feel like you can't say it or you shouldn't say it because of the circumstance or the relationship. You know what I'm saying? That go for everybody. And I know it's tough, you know, especially in certain situations where you spend so much time with a person. So it really be out of fear that you don't say what really needs to be said, you know, fear of losing that person. But in all total honesty, shit, if that person was meant to be around, you speaking your truth should make them go away. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't gonna think about things the way you think about things. That's why people are different. You know, everybody views things in different ways, and that shit gets taken out of content a lot. When, I mean, your opinion is your opinion. How you feel is how you feel. You gotta say it. You gotta voice it. You can't hold that mess in, man. It could cause a lot of issues. I can't even begin to speak on how many issues it could cause from holding back your perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just me speaking from my personal experience, man. Like, I've known and loved people and been there for people. People have been there for me. And I can quite point out a few times where I didn't let somebody get out what they needed to get out in fear of losing me. You know what I'm saying? In fear of me not being around, or in fear of how I might take it. And shit, being in that position myself and dealing with somebody or some people that had me in that box, it's an eye opener, man. It's like, it's something that you will never feel like a complete person if you can't get your points of views across. And I'm not saying like something happened years ago or something happened, you know, like past experiences. I'm not saying things to hold over people's heads. I'm not saying like using something as a go-to in an argument. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying truthfully speaking on something you know, y'all having y'all little powwow and then moving on from it, learning from it, getting better from it with each other, if that's what you want. I'm not saying having something to hold over somebody's head for 10, 20 years down the line, you're still talking about, oh, well, I did this because you did that. That's childish, man. That's not the grown-up thing to do. This is not a back and forth. It's not a contest. I'm just saying, like, people get caught up in some real serious situations behind things that people did and find themselves acting out of character behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find yourself doing shit that under a normal circumstance, you would have never done it. You would have never said it. You would have never even thought about it. But in your mind being so entwined and things getting so jumbled up there, and you just either explode or you make a completely emotional decision, which in my experience, 90% of the time, every time I've made an emotional decision, it's been the wrong one. So I'm not saying don't be in tune with your emotions, but don't make decisions based solely off of them. And I mean, just find your strength, man. Like, everybody bleeds the same. So it shouldn't be no point in time in a situation where you should fear telling somebody about something. I mean, no point. Like, you should be able to speak your mind. Like, and I ain't speaking for the people who take things and twist things and, you know, use certain things to try to keep certain people at bay, or try to keep certain people from doing certain things, just trying to be in control. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, say it, y'all get through it, make sure it's processed so y'all could be better people after talking about it. Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, you can't get through nothing unless you go through it. So not talking about it, just being quiet, just going along to get along, that shit is gonna blow up in your face and whatever person's face that you had the issue with. I'm telling you right now, you gotta get that mess out. You gotta stand up for yourself, and you gotta be proud about what you said. And I'm not saying go at a person on some rah-rah mess, like out of anger or out of your feelings being hurt. I'm saying actually have a grown-up conversation and y'all work it out, because a lot of situations get so misconstrued behind just not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? People develop their own mindset towards the situation. And then when y'all actually have a talk about it, the whole situation is totally different. It's not even like you thought. But you don't know what a person's thinking if they not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to talk about that mess, man. That's what this whole thing I'm doing is about. Each segment is going to be about me as a man, my experiences, and getting them out there. Because I know a bunch of people can relate. I know a lot of people that feel the same way, and they don't say certain things because they be like, oh shit, man shouldn't talk like that. Man shouldn't express their feelings like that all the time. And that shit is stupid. Shit, we men, we strong. We still gonna be just as strong if we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just to let people know that shit, we feel things too. We think about things too. It don't make no sense to hold nothing in. Regardless of where it come from, it don't make no sense. Like, stemming from your childhood to parenthood, all that shit trickles down to how you treat your kids, how you treat your relationships, you know, friendships, everything. All that shit is based off of how you are able to talk about and process whatever issues you have or not, or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? It could be a great situation. And you knowing from your past how every time you spoke to certain people about your good situations, it turned sour because you let them in. Now this person talking about it, that person talking about it, this person sharing their views on your situation with other people, and they sharing their views, and it's all getting misconstrued and getting back to you. And now you looking at the situation like, well, damn, am I living in a fantasy world, or is it really just this good with this person? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it really fucking is that good. You just got to know and be confident within yourself to know that how you feel is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be able to feel that. And the person you deal with, the people you deal with, they got to be able to understand that, and vice versa. It's a lot of give and take in relationships and situations. And people just so selfish nowadays that all they're looking for is what's going to benefit them, what's going to get them further along. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about us pushing together. It ain't about us coming together. It ain't about us finding a common denominator and making that shit work. It's about, oh, what he got, I can get a little some of it to boost my shit. And there ain't nothing wrong with one helping the other, one hand washing the other. But the malicious intent is at an all-time high now, man. Everybody out to get somebody. Everybody out to win, and that ain't no problem. But don't step on nobody to get where you going. Shit, grab that motherfucking hand and bring them with you. It's ridiculous nowadays. But I'm getting off subject a little bit. Just getting back to just, no matter how it is, no matter how it comes out, you know, get it out, get past it. Don't get upset with somebody and run to the next person to talk about it, because that ain't gonna solve nothing. That's gonna create more conflict within the situation, because now you done brought an outside party into a situation that has nothing to do with them. And that's the worst. That is the worst. So that's my time for the day, people. I hope I touched on some things that people can relate to. I hope I touched on some things that people can feel and want to speak on from their experiences. Like I said, man, comment, like, subscribe, feedback. Let me know, man. I'm going to keep this thing going strong if I got to carry it on my back. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm about to try to run this thing out. And remember, tough talk. It's only tough to talk about it when you're not saying it. Peace.